official YouTube channel of CH Makers. CAT is over now. So you must be wondering, what should I do now? CAT is over, you must be going through that festivity, preparing hard, पूरा काम किए जा रहे हैं, लगे हैं, and now everything is silent, over. What should you do? First, take one day off, ideally today, and from tomorrow start preparing for other management entrance exams or your PI preparation. So let's say if you have filled a form of NMAT, SNAP, ZAT, start preparing for them. And if you have not filled those forms, start preparing for your personal interviews. In any case, whether you have filled those forms or not, start preparing for interviews. We will release a video for interviews shortly. Till then, enjoy this video. So let's say, what should I prepare for NMAT or SNAP or ZAT? What should I do? Let's take one by one. First, I will talk about NMAT and SNAP because they are quite similar. So I'll talk about these two exams first. So let's say you're targeting one of the two exams or both the exams. Then, first of all, VA is a bit different. Verbal ability thoda alag aata hai. So if you talk about NMAT, if you talk about SNAP, you will find grammar questions. So start revising and preparing for grammar questions. Number two, the difference is vocabulary. You will not find direct questions of vocabulary in CAT, but you will find such questions in NMAT and SNAP. So revise words, as many as you can, and do not forget idioms and phrases and phrasal verbs. Why? Because phrasal verbs means verb plus preposition, and such questions are asked a lot in NMAT. Preposition is one of their favorite topics. So start preparing for grammar. That's the next thing you should do. Third, what should you do differently, or what different things you should prepare? The basic assumption out here is you are prepared for CAT. So what else you should prepare? That's what I'm discussing here. In VA, apart from grammar and apart from vocabulary, there is absolutely no need to prepare for anything else. But in LR, you can. In LR, prepare for those questions like alphanumeric series, analogies, coding, decoding, direction sense, clocks, calendars. Believe me, they are important topics. In case of NMAT, input and output questions, they are asked a lot, and this time also they are asking a lot. So input and output kind of questions, prepare them. Prepare those critical reasoning miscellaneous variety, that is statement conclusion, statement course of action, statement assumption and all. In this time in NMAT, they are asking decision making kind of questions, that is course of action kind of questions. So prepare for them. Prepare for critical reasoning application based questions also, that is one paragraph, one question. What is the, how can you strengthen the argument, weaken the argument kind of questions. They are asked a lot in LR section of it. So in LR, you have quite a few things to prepare. What about QA? Believe me, nothing much in QA. You have done everything in your CAT prep. You just have to revise arithmetics, basic algebra and geometry. Logarithm, number system, those basic topics. Go to the moderate level only. Don't cross moderate level, because chances are rare that they are going to ask tough questions in NMAT or SNAP. So that's what you should start preparing, apart from whatever you have done in CAT. So if you're taking these exams, best of luck for them. Apart from that, we have already released the video for NMAT analysis. Go through that video. That video will provide you those important insights of on how should you prepare for NMAT, number one, and how should you attack a test. Which test? Adaptive test. So go through that video. Let's talk about ZAT. If you are applying for ZAT, which is going to occur in January first week, and if you have applied for NMAT also, SNAP also, so first focus on NMAT and SNAP. Once you have taken those exams, then start focusing on ZAT. What should you do about ZAT? Well, ZAT has three sections. The first section is VA. In VA, you will find critical reasoning application based questions which are not asked in CAT. So you should prepare them. What are critical reasoning application based questions? one paragraph, one question, where the questions are like strengthening, weakening, what is the assumption, what is the conclusion, what can you infer from the given para, such questions. So that's the first thing. Second, prepare for poems. In that you will find 2 questions on poems. So prepare for poems. We will certainly upload a video specifically dedicated to poems. So prepare for poems. That's the second thing. Third thing, you should do grammar, you should do vocab, because 4 to 5 questions in that are asked from that area also, grammar and vocabulary. So that is the first section. The second section is decision making section. In decision making section you can find one odd case of LR. Apart from that, there are decision making questions. In decision making question, it is more like a case study. If you have done a BBA or when you will do MBA, you will realize what is a case study. You will be getting a small case of 4 to 10 lines, and based on the case you have to decide and suggest to the questions. So they will ask some questions that, let's say there is an HR manager, so what should this HR manager do in this particular situation, and then there are options. In that normally there are 5 options, so 5 options, and you have to select which option, which thing that HR manager should do. So such questions are there. If you wish to know more about it, then please enroll to our course, because we have specifically course for decision making. You can certainly know more about that. So that's the second thing you should do. In QA, focus on modern math, because apart from whatever you have prepared for in CAT, in that focus is there on modern math also. Also, toughness level is there. So it would be a good time to revise tough questions that you have prepared for CAT for all the areas. All the areas means arithmetic or modern math or algebra or for the method geometry, everything. So revise them. DI weightage itna zyada nahi hota, hardly a case of DI is asked. Fine, so you have already done it. So that is about that. There is one more section in that, which is general awareness. In general awareness, normally current kind of questions are normally asked, but you can find questions from static GA also. Reading for GA will help you not just in that, it will also help you in PI prep. So make sure you are reading a lot. If you have not filled the form of ZAT or SNAP or NMAT, you have one more opportunity, which is CMAT. Forms of CMAT are out, so you can fill them. CMAT is going to be conducted in January last week. So you can fill that form. Now, CMAT is pretty similar to SNAP in terms of level and topics. So there is a QA, pretty similar. There is a DI, pretty similar. LR, pretty similar. There is VA, which is again pretty similar. Although they will ask you RCs also, reading comprehensions also in CMAT, and they don't ask RCs in SNAP. Barring that, everything is same and of similar difficulty. So if you are preparing for SNAP or NMAT, you have already prepared these 3 topics for CMAT. There are 2 more sections which will be different, which are not asked in NMAT or SNAP. The 2 sections are, the first one, entrepreneurship and innovation. So if you are a BCom student, you have already studied eShip, revised those basics, and if you wish to know more, we have a course specifically for eShip. You can join that. So prepare for eShip, prepare for innovation, and then there is one more section which is general awareness, and you have to prepare for general awareness also. Although the difficulty level of general awareness is not that high as it is there in ZAT, still they ask good questions. Also, you can find a lot of static questions in GA of CMAT. Static questions means something which is fixed. There are questions asked on science, physics, geography. So you'll find many static questions there. So prepare for that. So in that way, you have a backup option. So in case you don't perform well in CAT, you have a backup option which is CMAT. So what after CAT? First, relax. Second, think of these different management entrance exams. Third, prepare for your PI, that is personal interviews. Start reading, because GA, general awareness, is asked a lot in PI. Start reviewing your academics, because they ask questions based on your academics. Start thinking of your personal achievements, your personal profile, because lots of questions are asked on that as well. With that, I'll end the video here. Enjoy, prepare hard, Best of luck.